he can get it if he wants it. I do believe we have Bangtao scheduled in for January of 2026. There's accommodation connected next to the gym and behind the gym. But you better do it quickly because November and December are some of the busiest months. So Thailand is where I actually started coaching MMA. I was fighting and coaching at the same time. And yeah, and then eventually in 2016, I had my last fight and I've just been coaching ever since then. 안녕하세요.
Hey guys, before we get back into the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you like it. Leave a comment down below if you like what we're doing. And in case you didn't know, when you're visiting BangtaoMuayThai.com, BangtaoFightStore.com, memberships, retail, merch, all of our stuff, enter in discount code YouTube10 for 10% discount off of everything. Enjoy the video.
Sawadee Kap. Welcome back to the Bangtao Muay Thai and MMA YouTube channel for another edition of Big Chair Chronicles. Today we're going to be answering some questions as Paul reads them off to me that we recently did for myself to answer some questions for everyone out there. So here we are. I couldn't tell you that because we don't have anything lined up. We've got a lot of stuff in the pipeline working, speaking with different contacts that we have. Yeah, as far as MMA, I do believe we have Bangtao scheduled in for January of 2026. I believe that's locked in. I could be wrong. There's a little teaser for you. Hopefully that should be finished if it's not. But as far as MMA, we don't have anything confirmed yet, but we definitely will, have some more MMA seminars coming in the future. Well, during COVID, when Alex and myself and Frank and Woody were looking at leaving our former employee and opening our own gym, we went through many different locations. To be fair, Alex was the one that said, hey, we should look up in this area, which is Bangtao, obviously. Myself and Woody were very much against it. However, I stayed in a few hotels back-to-back weekends here in Bangtao and Surin Beach area, and had a friend, a mate that I trained during COVID, and he lived up here and he showed me around and I fell in love with the place. And then we decided, okay, this is the place that we're gonna do it. And we wrote down every cringe animal you could come up with, Thai words, English words. And then we just kind of said, Bangtao, people say Bangtao, but it's actually pronounced Bangtao. It's a Thai word. It literally is the place where we're at, but it sounds kind of exotic, I thought. So yeah, we just all collectively kind of said, let's just go with Bangtao. And here we are. Well, when I was in university, or as we say in America, college, from 2004 to 2009, I was wrestling in college or uni. And then, so that's the year that the Ultimate Fighter show came out and kind of made MMA start getting very popular. And we would get together, like I didn't train MMA back then, but we would get together on the weekends, my wrestling team, and we'd watch we'd go to someone's house and watch the pay-per-view cards and as something to do. And the year before my last year of wrestling in college, I went home probably for 3 weeks before I had to go back to school for my last year of university and last year of wrestling. And to kind of break up the monotony of wrestling, to stay in shape before preseason, Frank, my brother's high school wrestling coach, had opened an MMA gym with a jiu-jitsu black belt. And so I started training BJJ and Muay Thai just to stay in shape, where I didn't have to, I could have a break from wrestling but stay fit. And then I went and saw the first sanctioned fight in my state in 2008. And there was a kid that fought amateur, but the amateur rules in North Carolina are pretty similar to the pro rules, or at least they were then. You just couldn't elbow and you couldn't kick to the head, but everything else was the same. And I saw this kid, I had wrestled his brother in high school, and he went out there and just demolished some guy. And I was like, man, I can do this. And yeah, from that point on, I just kept training. Even during wrestling season, I would go hit the heavy bag to lose weight for wrestling and stuff. And yeah, when I graduated, I moved back to North Carolina for 6 months and had 2 amateur fights, and then the rest is history. And then I lived in Atlanta for 6 years, I believe, 5 years until I moved to Thailand. And Thailand is where I actually started coaching MMA. I was fighting and coaching at the same time. And yeah, and then eventually in 2016, I had my last fight and I've just been coaching ever since then. I don't have a favorite student. Everyone has their own personality, their own set of good traits, bad traits. So everyone is just like, yeah, I love everyone the same. My height and weight, that's a very odd question. Who did that come from? Was that a Korean? 안녕하세요. I'm 5'9" and probably 180 pounds. He can get it if he wants it. We have BJJ every morning at 10 a.m. We have beginners MMA on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 a.m. And then we have our more advanced MMA classes every afternoon. There's accommodation connected next to the gym and behind the gym. So make sure you inquire online and we will sort that accommodation out. But you better do it quickly because November and December are some of the busiest months. So for Muay Thai PTs, you can book those in the office. They have a list of all the trainers. As far as for MMA, myself, my brother Frank, Brad Riddell, Alex Shield, Owen Livesey, get with the coach, depending on who it is, and you can book either with them or they'll tell you to go to the office and book it. Yes, of course. Yes, of course they can, but nice and controlled. I mean, I would say anybody, like, keep it controlled sparring. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the YouTube channel. Put in the comments if you'd like to see this type of content or any other content. And thank you. We'll see you back here next time for Big Seat Chronicles.